Okay, let's run through a brief demo. Okay, so here you can see that you're able to modify the headings. The spreadsheet is pretty flexible. In this tab, you see the accounts. You're able to track up to 8 accounts. And here you can see how you can select in the accounts column from those that you've added to the accounts tab that we just saw. Let's briefly describe each of these columns. This is probably pretty typical to what you've seen in the past as far as the layout of a budget. We have the item. That's your description of what the transaction type is. The next column is type. It describes whether the transaction is income, expense, or transfer. And the transfer means that you can transfer between one account to the other. So the accounts that you have set up on your accounts tab, you can transfer from one of those accounts to the other. The next column is account, and that's where you select which account is receiving the income or expense. Okay, the next column is payee, and that's the organization that is receiving the payment. The fifth column is budgeted, so that's the amount of money that you budget for that item, and the actual is what you actually paid. Okay, so once you've customized your budget and personalized it for your personal situation, then what you do is you come over to this button that says next month and you click it, and it will duplicate that budget for the next month and pull over all of that data except for the actuals. And then you can go in and customize that month's budget as needed. Here we can see the accounts tab, and you can track up to 8 accounts. Okay, so then we can go on to the stats tab. This part of it is the raw data, and which you may or may not use, but it's here if you need it. These are some graphs that you saw in the accounts section. One of the great tools about this tab is that you can clear out the things that are not important to us or fixed, or what we consider fixed costs. So this will help you to look at where some of your money is going so that you can focus on the areas where perhaps those costs need to be reined in. And here we see that it's very similar to the other graphs. It's just where the other was focused on the categories of where the money was going. This is more focused on the payees themselves.